Well, significantly better price action than the first 2 days of the week. Was able to find a couple of big trades, one loser, two winners, and overall very solid morning, making $6,000 on the stream by copy trading my 20 Apex accounts. I trade 20 of the 50Ks. On the funded accounts, I've been doing it for like 54 days or something now. If you're interested in getting started, you can get 80% off with code TBM. And as a reminder, all of these recaps do happen live on my stream here on YouTube at Trades by Matt. So make sure you subscribe and just come hang out in the mornings over there. Let's dive into the recap. Yo, good morning. Hope you had a good day yesterday. I only took one trade after the stream was over, and it was the one that I was talking about as I was ending the stream, which was the initial balance high. Initial balance high retest and trade, and it was good. So it was a two trade day for me yesterday, ending up at my $400 goal, $400 daily goal across all the accounts. So here, no trades yet, obviously, and this is where I'm at, 60,800 on the accounts. But I love when a trade idea works out. It's the best. Just like initial balance yesterday, solid trade, one that I love to take, and it was nice to see it play. So far down 0.6%. That's exciting. I don't think we have any news today. I don't think we have any news till tomorrow. Yep, no news today. No news till tomorrow. Jobless claims. I saw something about Vegas in here. Rick asking. I heard you sold out of Vegas. Yes, we sold out of Vegas. All 50 spots got sold in a few hours, which is super exciting. That being said, if you did not get a seat and you are interested, I have a wait list going that we have a little bit more wiggle room that we can increase, and so got a wait list going for it right now. If you are interested in going to Vegas, you need to tell me like basically like very soon, because the wait list is filling up really faster than me, Andrew, and TJ thought it would. I didn't think we were going to sell it out in a few hours, and I didn't think the wait list was going to fill up this fast. So if you're interested in going, exclamation point Vegas is the details on the speakers and all of that. But please send me a DM a DM on Discord or a DM on Twitter telling me that you want to be going, so I can put you on the wait list as a person. Because once that wait list spot fills up, then it's like totally donezo. So it's gonna be sick, and it's actually gonna be a lot sicker than I was thinking, because it's gonna be packed, man. We got a lot of people going. It's awesome. Anyways, down 0.6% on the Nas. This is what the daily looks like. Nice little topper right in volume on the Nasdaq daily. Coming off it a little bit. We'll watch and see what kind of happens around 50 points lower or so. 1850s, I think, is an interesting spot, all the way down to 18K. We crack 18K, I think things can get interesting, but I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. This is interesting. Little like hammer topper situation going on here. A little bit of sellers maybe starting to come up. I'm not opposed to a quick... Dang, I think I figured it out a little too late. I'm not opposed to like a 43, give it like 4 or 5 points. Something like this. It's a tight trade. I'm just gonna get insta-filled maybe. Yep, insta-filled. That's okay. On to the next. I'd rather get insta-filled on the shot than not. I wanted to take it because of the topper at VWAP. I'm not interested in a break of the prior high, which is exactly what happened. So it's minus $60 there. If I'm gonna take a trade like that though, I want it to be exactly like that. I want to be wrong instantly. Wrong instant and wrong for cheap. 3 points is recoverable, but look, if I had still held on to this thing, I'd be down 15 points now, or 10 points or whatever, and it's just not good. Overnight highs feel inevitable. Whenever we rip off a point of control like this without hardly any pullback, I think it's pretty telling. I mean, super aggro entry would be 200. 80 would be significantly less aggro. IB is set right now. Initial balance is set. First hour of the day, high and low. So the red line and the green line move up as the day progresses for the first hour. And we just set it. The super aggro entry at 200 doesn't seem... Terrible. Little wick test. Something like this. Buyers have been looking pretty decent the whole way up. Vibe check? Sure. Vibe check. How's it going? You making money? You losing money? What's going on? I've taken one trade, lost money, $60, 3 points. It's basically like a non-trade, honestly. Waiting to take another trade. On the trade that I took, honestly, it was a losing trade, but I would take it again. I love a cheap trade like that. I've seen it work out plenty of times. Very happy with where I killed it, seeing as we've just run. I don't really have much to say. It was a red trade, but felt good all around. Didn't drain the emotional capital or anything like that. Interesting grindy day, so just trying to accommodate it, you know. Looks like I get filled here, I think. A little bit of sellers trying to come through. Can't even flip it for the 5 points yet to fill me out. 40 block at 02. Gets filled out. 30 block at 02. I missed my fill by a tick. For 2, I'm filled out. I'm long. I like the rotation back into IBH. Initial balance high. 11. Something like that looks pretty decent to me. I would prefer us to run the overnight highs in 20s, but safer exit would be IBH. If we can catch some buyers here to push us a little bit. Got some liquidity both ways right now. $168 block, $150 block, kind of pushing us around. Don't know what that's about. Little spooky. Got 30 seconds left on this candle. See how we close out. I prefer a close above 200. Trying to get some buyers. A little doji on the 1 minute. I like that. If I wasn't in the trade right now, I'd be wanting to get into the trade at 199, probably 198, because it's pretty cheap at that point. I mean, you smack the lows, it gets questionable, but which we just did. I'm down 3 points, so it's nothing worth hyper analyzing and freaking out about right now. Down 5 points. Quick little sweep. Is it enough to give us the juice for the upside? I don't know yet. Let's see. Trade the one standard deviation off the view up. A little bit of sellers trying to come through. Nothing crazy yet. Blue line now got 200. It's playing off, huh? Trying to get some buyers. Trying to pop 200. Got a 50 block at 26, or excuse me, 50 block at 05. And a 50, a 45 at 08. Watching Delta, I think I just have to wait. What I would love to see right now would be a push into initial balance, get me out of my trade, strong push above, retrade it, and then potentially get back into my trade. That's what I would like to see. It would just offer the safest executions, in my opinion, as opposed to trying to hold it for a potential break and we get slapped super hard or something. Like, I want to get out at initial balance because I think it makes the most sense from a safety perspective, but I would love to see us push and then retest and push again. Testing the prior open. Getting through it, trying to, at least. A little bit of buyers. I don't love that doji on the 1 minute. But I love all this liquidity higher. And the initial balance magnet, the overnight high magnet. Buyers holding up for the most part. We're just hugging psych level 200 right now. I don't see anything worth... I don't see a reason to take it off yet. I think I just have to be patient as of right now. So that's what I'm going to do. I never really noticed the base in this one. Okay, nice. I'm out. That's my 10 points there, or maybe 11 points. I'm up 135. I was down 60 bucks. Now I'm up 135. So at this point, this is what I was saying earlier, or in the middle of the trade. This is what I want to see now would be, this is the safe exit. I think we can reject here. Absolutely. But if we're not going to reject, I want to see us push pretty hard above initial balance high, come back down and retrade it. And I might look for a long there. Similar to the exact same trade I took yesterday. The one I outlined out yesterday. The retest of IB for longs is always usually, or generally pretty good. It's just a nice level, right? But it's also a safe exit. So while we could absolutely push here, I'm very, very fine with taking this trade off at 10 points into initial balance. There's a lot of things that just make sense for me to take it off there. Overall, that brings me to being up 127 on every account. I'm up $2,540 right now, $2,540 across the board. After my -3 point trade and then plus 11 point trade, basically. Overall, pretty solid trade. There was one little sweep out for a couple points down below 200 psych level, which makes plenty of sense, but overall pretty solid. Happy with the trade. It just took a while, but happy with it. And even a while was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, max 9 minutes on the max side. So overall, still a pretty fast trade. And there's the 220s and the overnight highs. Yesterday's value area high is definitely on the table for a target for me, 240. Or just in front of 240. I don't really like the retest of IB this fast, to be honest. It's a little spooky to me. But like, I don't want it to be the same 5-minute candle, ideally. You walk through the trade, what did you see? Little micro aggressive wick test at 200 psych level. Yesterday's close. All areas of interest, as well as buyers holding up. And obviously us trending up on the day. So I'm looking for longs, right? On the exit, exiting at initial balance high. 10 points, base hit, easy. And look, we continue to run, but I would rather be out of my trade in case it fell off of this really hard, which is very likely. I would be more sad if I watched it run to IB and I didn't get out and I watched it go back to break even. That would make me more sad than taking off $200 and watching it continue to run. Therefore, I take whatever would make me more sad. I eliminate that from the equation, which is basically just get out of the trade. Will you try trading an evaluation live where people can follow you? You mean you want to copy my trades in an evaluation so that you can get funded? That's hilarious. No, I will not do that for you. I guess, like, never hurt to ask, right? But pretty stupid question, to be honest. You think I'm going to set it up in your best interest for a free stream for you to copy trade me? If I wanted you to copy trade me, I would put it on no delay and I would charge you $1,000 a month, maybe more. Probably more. And no, I'm not doing that. The stream is about tossing around trade ideas, which I love, and about getting better, and about teaching each other how to be better. Not handouts. No, nothing in life is free, right? And if you're coming into the stream, just go away. You're coming in to copy trades and expect a free handout, never chat, never actually utilize the community, just leave. We don't want your numbers. We don't want you viewing. Don't need you viewing. Don't need your numbers. You're a non-value add person in the trading society, and we'd rather just not have you. It's a non-value. It's not even savage. It's just the truth. Savage is when you're like being mean. This is not savage. This is just the truth. Like, truly, we don't need you here. We don't want you here. And you bring nothing to the table. You're just a blob. A blob trying to mooch off everybody else. And that's like the worst thing in society. That's why society kind of sucks sometimes. Actually, a lot of times. It's because there's a bunch of blobs who expect everything to be handed to them. And it's called entitlement and laziness. And guess what? If you are a non-functioning member in the trading society, we don't want your entitlement and laziness here. We just straight up don't want it. And that goes with everything in life. You got to be a hard worker. You want to make money, you got to work hard. The lottery exists to suck money out of you, right? Oh, if I just pay $3, I'll be a billionaire. No, you're not going to win. Just straight up, you're not going to win, right? You tuning into the stream is not you winning the lottery. You don't just get to like make a ton of money because you joined the stream. No. I'll stop streaming at some point. I'll have bad trades, like Friday, for instance. Provide value. If you are brand new and you feel like you can't provide value yet, guess what? The best thing that you can do is to ask educated questions. People love answering educated questions. People do not like answering questions that you can Google, right? But if you are brand new, take something that someone says, run with it, come back and ask an educated question. Then you will be better and the person answering you will be better because they're having to think through what you're asking them. It's not some brain dead question that you're like, just Google this, bro. Or look in the description of the video. But when you ask me, Matt, why do you think initial balance, like, why do you think it plays the way it does? Like, for some reason, I've noticed that initial balance and volume typically lines up. What, like, I'm just making something up, but like you have this whole string of put together questions that actually like make somewhat sense. That challenges me to then think through everything that I've been doing, and it makes me better, right? This whole, like, everybody roasts each other for asking a bunch of questions. That's fine. There's some stupid questions for sure, but there are also very high value add questions that a lot of us just like don't really think about. And when we take a moment to have an educated response to an educated question, it is a win-win for both sides. So do not be a blob. Ask educated questions. Stop looking for free handouts. If you look for free handouts, just go fuck off, honestly. Like, you'll never make it in trading. You probably will never make it in life. Just go ahead and accept it and move on. Sounds like you probably already have accepted it, actually, if you're just a blob. So just don't be a blob here. Go somewhere else where they can accept you. I don't want those people around. You are who you hang out with. All right. I want to surround myself. We have 3,100 people in here right now. I want to surround myself with a bunch of winners. Doesn't mean you're making money every day on your P&L, but you're actively trying to work your ass off. You're actively trying to be better. That motivates the shit out of me. I love it. I love being in Discord and seeing people that are freaking working their ass off. Not to call him out, but Palmetto in the Discord and in here, dude works his ass off. He's been working his ass off for years. I love people like that. They make you want to help them because he's working his ass off. It's contagious. Everything in life is contagious, right? Being a blob is contagious. It is human nature to take the easy road out. Always. It is counterintuitive to work harder. And it is contagious when you have a bunch of blobs around you to be a blob. Be a lazy piece of crap who just watches Netflix all day, eats out, never works out, never actually tries to do anything that progresses their life. Maybe you're trying to be a trader, but really you're like, oh my God, I'm just going to copy trade this guy. I don't need to learn any skill. That's contagious in a bad way. Be the type of person who's contagious in a good way. Motivate people around you, even if you're struggling, right? Your motivation motivates someone else. Palmetto might be motivated by someone in here, right? Maybe he's motivated by me, but at the end of the day, I'm motivated by Palmetto. It's this amazing circle, right? And we didn't even really know it, for instance. Like, what you're doing right now is affecting someone else in a good way. If you have the right intentions behind it, right? And the funny part is that that person who's motivating you might be getting motivated by you. Great phrase, iron sharpens iron, right? Similar concept here. And the reason I even think this whole conversation is worth it is because it's possible. I've seen it. I've seen a million blobs. I've seen, at this point, probably 100 not blobs who have really worked their ass off for years, stuck around. Possible to do your thing. And obviously this applies completely to every area of your life, not even just trading. It applies to your normal job, whether you're working at a retail job or a 9-to-5 white collar job, whatever. Be the best that you can be. The only person stopping you from getting after it's probably yourself. So tell yourself to go not be a bitch. Excuse me. Don't be a bitch, right? The rant got rid of 300 viewers. I'd call that trimming the fat. Yeah, man. Imagine getting so triggered by an internet person that you came to copy trade that you leave the stream because he's calling you out for being a blob and a piece of crap. That is the ultimate version of every single thing that I was just saying. And the 5 of you that actually got fired up after that speech, most of you probably felt nothing. Some people got really, really, really sad and they're crying right now. And that's okay. They're destined for it. And the 5 of you that got motivated and fired up, that's what it's all about. This whole stream is about finding those couple of people, right?
Thanks for that rant, Matt. Gave me some much needed motivation, brother. Fist.
GG's, Mike. I mean, you're one of them. You've been here for forever, bro. I love telling people that what they're doing is right from my perspective, right? There's nothing better than encouraging someone else and seeing it light up their eyes, right? Truly. It's one of the best feelings that you can give someone is to truthfully say, I feel like you're on the right path right now. And I feel like you just got to put in the time and keep working. But like, I feel like you're getting close, man. You are right on the edge of the cliff and you're ready to take the full leap. That fires me up. Most people though want that conversation without doing anything. The rant cost you a trade location on the retest of IBN. 1, it's IBH. 2, no, it didn't. We never even technically retraded IBH. 3, I would have had to mark it in. Realistically, I probably missed that fill by 2 ticks. Me telling people that they're blobs, priceless. It's like that Visa commercial. Sierra chart, $80 a month. Initial balance high, retest, 5 points on the NQ, $100, $2,000 on the account. Telling people that they're blobs and firing up other people and getting rid of a bunch of fat in the stream, priceless. MasterCard, yeah, thank you. Stop talking about a bunch of nonsense and focus more than markets. Guess what, Picasso? Imagine thinking that everything that we're talking about is not directly related to trading, because it is. The whole conversation was directly related to trading. It still is directly related to trading. Why not take 3 to 5 point scalps when it's slow? Because it's all about which way is it going to break, right? If you're going to scalp, you should still know which way it's going to break, even if it's in like a very tight range. For me right now, this looks like it's trying to get higher and it's been just inkling higher, even though it looks like it wants to break to the downside. So as of right now, like I'm open to potentially a short at 91, 90, 92. It gets a little sketchy with like the wicks, right? And the fact that we might just push 200, but I'm not opposed to it. But I just don't want to get chopped in like trying to trade a specific way or one way or the other when we're kind of grinding up, even though Delta's going off. You know what I mean? But something like this, I think it looks very interesting. And because I put my order up, it probably is not going to happen. How messed up was getting around Vegas in November? I couldn't tell you, man. We landed, we drove right up to the Bellagio, and then we never were in an Uber or anything. We just walked the strip, and it was freaking awesome. I loved it. But we were there for F1 Vegas. It was one of the most fun Vegas experiences I've ever had, and I'm going back. I've already bought my tickets and everything. I'm going back and for this next round. It was such a fun time. Looks like I'm gonna get filled. Yep, I'm filled. I loved it. The energy was amazing. Everybody's energy was amazing. Nice. Little almost 10 pointer there. Pretty mellow. Top of the range to the bottom of the range. That's what we like to see. Bottom of the range exit, top of the range entry. With Delta going down, that's why I was looking for shorts. So it's just the top of the range to the bottom of the range. Very, very simple trade. It's a brain dead trade. Those are the best types of trades. Brain dead is good. That brings me to $308 per account. That's 61.20 on the day. $6,161 on the day so far. I'm gonna go and call the stream here. We've been going for 2 hours and I need the sun. I need to move around a little bit.